Yo, yes, that's it. Yours already here. Whoa, holy crap, is everybody excited or what? Let me just pause this. Holy moly. Yo, was baie mense hierso. Andrew, Mrs. M, Mr. Botha, Kyle. Shush. Holy moly. You guys excited or what? I can't even go through all the messages. It's really like, I don't know how many friggin' messages, and we've only just started. Everybody excited? I just need to change my cap. This cap's a little bit small for me. Hold on. What are we going to put on? Let's put on Mr. Hazeworks cap. How's that? I'll wear the Hazeworks cap tonight. How's it, guys? Hope everybody can hear me. Is the live feed going okay? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Is there any latency? Any problems like that? Please let me know quickly while I fill up a tank. I've been running late. I ran short of time in the laboratory, and I thought it was only 7:45 and it was 8:15, and I hadn't done a lot of things. So please excuse me while I fill up a tank. Otherwise I've got nothing to vape on while I'm sitting here. 2 seconds. Yeah, boy. That should last me the night. So what are we here to see tonight? We are here to see, no leaking please. Oh, it's a Coiling, doesn't leak. Let's check. Yeah, the puppies we're here to see. Let me just make these smaller. And that's the deck. There. And do I have any other photos? No. So that's the puppies we're looking at tonight. And obviously the everybody knows the maker of the product, and that is Goon, which is made by 528 Customs. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight, guys. And then I'm going to be giving away to some lucky guy. It will be, let me just minus these here quickly so we can all see each other. I will be giving the one the way that I'm testing tonight, because we're lucky enough to be given one by 528 Customs to give away to our guys. So I told you it would happen. We're starting to get things to give away, nice things to give away. I'm not going to get into what's coming tomorrow night, because I want to leave that for a surprise, because we've got some more stuff to give away tomorrow night. Some major stuff to give away tomorrow night. But 528 Customs, thank you very much for hooking us up with a nice black Goon V1.5 to give away to our customers. So if any of you want to give a shout out to Goon and that when you're doing feeds, or 528 Customs, let me say, that'll be lacquer. Obviously spread the love, eh? Let's just check some questions there quickly. I've got a couple of juices I'm vaping on tonight. A bottle of Pachamama peach papaya coconut cream, which I stole out of Vape Cartel shop. In my baby here, I've got, I haven't got menthol in there tonight. I've got some Jam Monster. I've got my VCT in my Squonker. I've got Triple X in my B-Box, and I'm going to be putting in the Goon. I'm going to be putting one of my all-time favorites as well. It's unbaked in the Goon, because I think it's going to rock its socks off in the Goon. That's what I'm vaping on tonight, guys. Oh, to hit that mod now, I haven't got anything in it. Excuse me if you hear noise in the background, guys. It's time to let my dogs out to go for a little wee-wee. And my kids are going to be doing that now. How's it, Dression? Okay, so that's what I'm going to go through. Okay, I don't do that whole unboxing thing. Packet that it comes in, all marked, whether it's black, gold, rose gold, or stainless steel inside the packet. Comes a whole lot of spare screws, O-rings. These are really chunky O-rings. I have to tell you, they are. You could use these things for plumbing. An Allen key, yeah, and a BF pin. What looks like. Am I right? Yes, it's got a BF pin, and it's got a BF pin in it. Yeah, so that's like it's. So there's a bottom fed pin, another set of screws. So that's 4 screws. I just want to show you something because I don't know if you'll be able to see it on. My hands are bigger. That's the size of the screw they're using now, which finally companies actually listen to vapors. There's nothing worse than trying to unscrew and then screw something back down when you've got these little piss-willy 4mm long screws. Looking at that, I don't have a vernier here, but those screws, they look at least 7-8 mils long. Now that's a serious length screw, which means, so now if we pop back up, I'm going to go into some more specs now. But if I throw up, I'm just trying to find the right photograph for you. No, that's not it there. There, that's the photograph that I'm looking at now. If you now look at that there, that's the length of the screw. Okay, I hope, can you guys see me drawing on my screen? Just tell me, let me know if you can see me drawing on the screen. Okay, so that's the length of the screw, and it still goes into the deck here a little bit more. Okay, so if you take that whole surface area there, that's monster coils that you can fit in there. Okay, yeah, that is they've actually listened to vapors. You know, that's the worst thing, is you buy something and they actually don't listen to this, the customers. That's one of my biggest complaints on the existing Goon, is the length of those screws. You can't fit really big builds in there. Okay, now another thing which is really impresses me with this is the size of this. That, if you guys can remember the original Goon, those who've ordered original Goon, that was probably half the thickness. So what happened is when you went to go and tighten down your screws, what happened to this thing? This thing went like this. It bent. Nothing worse than having a bent deck, and it's a brand new mod. On the new V1.5, not only have they got these long screws that go all the way down, which is absolutely amazing in my opinion, is that you can also fit these massive coils in there. The coils that I've got in the device now are Coil Company's Aliens. They're not as big as the fat frame staple coils and stuff like that, but they are still monstrous. Okay, in my opinion, they're still a big core. Now with that, with these long screws, it's absolutely amazing. You can afford to wind the thing out and not worry that a screw is going to fall on the ground. You can screw them out good 5-6 millimeters. That's half a centimeter, folks. Okay, you can fit a freaking Sherman tank in it. So yeah, well done. I have to give them for somebody finally listening to people. Yeah, so that I'm really impressed with. So that's the first thing. I haven't even used it yet, folks. As I said, I got it at work today. Today was absolutely manic at work, so I didn't even have a chance to put a bolt in it at work. Came home, went into the laboratory, had some dinner, came online. So I haven't even had a chance. I have put a bolt in it, as I said. Okay, I've got a bolt in. Okay, that's a set of coils that I've got in. A set of Aliens from Coil Company. I think it's going to work like an absolute bomb in here. I'm just going to go through a bit of the actual specs that they actually list on it. I'm reading on a screen to my right, if you don't mind, so I don't want to miss anything. And then I'll answer some questions, and then we can go into the next step of it. Okay, so obviously it is a 24mm. Okay, most of the RDA is coming out now 24-25mm, so it's going to fit on any device. It's not going to have any overhang on most of the new generation devices. I've got it on the old V1.5 Minikin on here, and there's absolutely no overhang whatsoever. It fits perfectly on it, so I'm happy with that. Obviously, I've run through the larger build space and vertically and horizontally compared to the Goon one. There's more space to fit a coil in, which is obviously good. I'm going to get into okay, let's might as well do it now. Where's that photograph I'm looking for? Trust me, I can't find the bloody airflow. Let me just save this here quickly and open it here so you can actually see it. I'm just trying to find the actual photograph here. Just give me 2 seconds, folks. As I said, I was running a little bit late. That might probably be best. They call it a Cyclops airflow. I think this is going to be the big difference between this Goon and the original Goon, in my opinion, is that I think those 3 holes on the original Goon actually restricted your airflow slightly. And this total is the whiteboard on? Yes. This full gap here is going to make a massive difference to the airflow, and not only the vapor production, but in general, I think it's going to improve it drastically. So let me just get rid of the whiteboard because that doesn't look pretty. Okay, so that's the Cyclops airflow. Another thing that they say, which is new, and I've always said this, is that you need the rounder, the inner. I just hope I've got a photograph of it. I'm sure I do have a photograph. Excuse if I'm popping through photographs here, folks. I was a little bit lazy and I didn't get the photographs done properly. Let's see if I've got one here. I'm sure I've got one of the Goon here. Try and find it for you. No, I don't. No, not a problem. I'll just use this here. What they've done, whiteboard, where are you? Whiteboard, yeah, whiteboard's on. What they've done here is inside the deck, it's very conical shaped. Inside the deck, on all of these decks, it's very conically shaped. Now the old Goon, I'm just going to use this first picture. The old Goon went something like this, squared. It was very squared, and I think that actually disturbed the airflow, in my opinion. That's why, yes, you got the vapor production, but the flavor wasn't that great on the original Goon. Okay, so I'm thinking that this Goon now, with this more conical shape of a top cap, is going to make this thing have some really good flavor, along with that new airflow. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. Standard 510 connections. I did not check if it was adjustable. Just 2 seconds. It looks like it's adjustable. It does protrude quite a bit. Okay, you're looking at about 1.5 mil, so it's perfect for any of your mechanical mods. Yeah, be perfect for any of your mechanical mods, not a problem. Gold plated brass 510 pin, stainless steel bridge posts, stainless steel clamps. I've gone through that. Stainless steel screws, hybrid safe, peak insulators. That's obviously positive, negative bridge are easily replaceable. That's good. Yeah, and the BF squonker, so it's going to be squonk friendly. So all those guys with the big like the drone, the big squonker, yes, you can have an absolute ball with this. Okay, I have not put any cotton in, so I'm just going to quickly look at some questions, and I'm going to slap some cotton in, and I'm going to vape and give you my opinion on it. Let me just check some questions first. Peter, I think this Goon's going to chuck some serious clouds. And I actually, looking at it and looking at the way the thing is designed, especially the conical shape of inside there, and the airflow not having restriction, I think she's going to be a flavor one as well. Post deck, nah. Post decks are not small on this. The post decks on this are huge, and they are mighty strong. Hey, I'm starting to draw. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning how to use all this freaking fandangled software and stuff like that, just to make your life easier. Yeah, the black is a matte finish to it. That does look like they've, we did have one or two issues with the old Goons that, it would chip quite easily. It looks like this is solidly baked on here. Obviously, also I forgot to mention that it has got adjustable airflow. It's got a wide bore Goon tip. Okay, it's like a really wide bore. That's probably, I stand to be corrected, but that looks like 14 millimeters to me. So yeah, it's got a really wide bore drip tip. Price on them is 945 Rand. Okay, what I'm going to do, you guys chat amongst yourself. I'm just going to slap some cotton in there quickly, because I'm actually excited to have a vape on it. Put some cotton in. As I said, I already did the coils earlier. Thank you, coil company. I think we need to vote Rion for president. If he can make coils like this, he can do better. He can maybe change the government. Just remember, guys, and this is just an education on drippers. Get a lot of people come in and say, "Oh, this dripper is not giving me good flavor." People, you must use as minimal cotton, not going through the coil, but a minimal amount of coil sitting in your deck. You want as much air to be able to flow around that coil, and if you're shoving the thing with so much cotton that it can't breathe, it's going to suffocate, which is going to suffocate your flavor. So what I do is I normally measure it to the bottom of the deck, and then I just let it gently lie in the bottom of the deck. So my cotton's in, I'm just tucking it in nicely, neatly now. That's in nice and neatly. And then I'll just show you what it looks like once the cotton's in. It's also a nice, fairly deepish, I think it's a slightly deeper, I stand to be corrected, but I think it's slightly deeper juice well than the original. Oh yeah, these O-rings, just probably that's a negative. They are really large. When these are unlubricated, it's really hard to get the deck off. That's probably a fault that I can find straight off the bat, but I'll see when there's lube on and juice on it to see if it's working. Okay, so I've got it all cottoned up. Okay, I'm going to be using Complex Chaos's Unbaked. It looks really pretty though, I have to say. Looks really, really pretty with these coils in. Just refresh whatever. This is the one that you're winning. Okay, I'll clean it out obviously, and I'm going to leave the existing coils, so you're actually getting a Goon with a set of coils in them. And that'll be going to they only gave us one to give away. So as I said to you guys, the more followers we get, the more stuff we're going to get for free, and these are not cheap. So I just like to say thanks again to 528 Customs for giving us a free one to give away to our customers, but I'm using it as the demo obviously. Okay, so I'm going to fire that. Oh. Check out those puppies. Oh, baby shoes. That's that. Just I've spilled a bit of juice. Just give me 2 seconds. Wow, you're doing that to me. That is not what I want to do. Maybe I should have tested this beforehand, eh? Getting a bit of ohm jumping, but that could be my mod. too good. Sorry folks, just bear with me please. I'm trying my hardest here to do this as quickly and as easy as possible, where it doesn't affect anybody. That's she baffling me. Sorry folks, I just got my own reading is jumping here for some reason and I don't know why. So I'm trying to figure it out as I go here. It's really strange. Really strange. Just let me grab a screwdriver out here. Hopefully I can sort the problem out. I apologize profusely for this. There's nothing like being on live TV or live anything and you are having a problem with the mod. It's not too good, hey? Bonus of knowing what I'm doing with devices, I can test and I know exactly where. Aha, I found what the problem was. I found what the problem was. I think I found what the problem was. Oh, there's the problem. That bloody screw holding down the at the base. Just so that if anybody does buy one, just double check it please. You know, these things are put together in a production line and somebody might have not tightened something. In this situation, obviously I have spilled juice on this thing now. In this situation you can see that little screw over here. Okay, where am I going? There, that little screw holds down the positive post. That was loose. Now as soon as that's loose, what is it going to do? It's going to start the ohm is going to be jumping. So that I've been able to figure out. So please just, if you're buying one, just make sure that that's tight. Do not over tighten it. It must be finger tight. And it has not budged. The reading on these two coils is 0.1 ohms on the dot. That's nice and lubed up. I'm just going to put some more, little bit of juice on there because I've wasted a little bit of juice. Let's have a hit on this puppy. Coil airflow is nice and lined up. Ooh, I've got a lot of juice on me. Just clean it off there quickly. Let's have a vape. Wow. Wow. It's got too much air for me. And when I say it's got too much air for me, it's got too much air. Let me close off the airflow a bit. Oh. Sorry, I'm gonna put some more juice on you. Yeah, airflow is, yeah, bloody hell, come on. The airflow, folks, I don't know if those of you know, if you've ever owned a phenotype up until the Mason dump tank, or the Mason RDA, had the most amount of airflow that I'd ever seen on it, that I had to close off almost half of it. A Mason has got very, very similar airflow. This has got more. The airflow on this thing is absolutely insane. And it's got flavor, folks. It's got flavor. These are flavor coils. These aliens are flavor coils. I'm just very impressed on how smooth the air is. The airflow over those coils through this, what are they calling it here now? They're calling Cyclops airflow, is absolutely fantastic. I've got as I said, a 1 ohm coiling here, or 0.11 ohm coiling here, and I've only got it on 60 watts. I'm going to crank this puppy up to, let's go 80 watts and see what it's like. Yeah, come on. I've got it on 80 watts. Oh. She's a winner, folks. Am I going to put it in the same category as an Icon for flavor? No. Icon, but that's a more restrictive a draw, that you do get better flavor on that. But if you're chasing a cloud producing machine with good flavor, not brilliant flavor, I'm not going to lie, it's not like Icon flavor or Recoil flavor, but it's not far off. It's really not that far off. I think it's going to be a little bit too much air for most people. I've got the airflow now. I had it half closed. I'm going to put it to 2/3 closed, and let's have a drag and see. Two-thirds is probably be perfect for me. I think some people, the airflow might be a little bit too much for them. If you like that big, wide, open, airy vapes, spot on. Definitely going to knock the phenotype, and it's definitely knocked the Mason off from an airflow perspective. As I said again, I'm going to say it again here. It's because of that conical deck on the inside that the air flows so smoothly through there. It's unrestricted. Obviously, I've got a little bit of cotton in here. I haven't got a hell of a lot of cotton in here, purely because I like the air to flow around it properly. But 528 Customs, well done, guys. This is absolutely awesome. It not only looks as sexy as F, those who know what SAF stands for. This is SAF with a couple exclamation marks behind it, and the colors also comes in black like this, like a matte black, a rose gold color, a gold, and a stainless steel. Yeah, winner of note, absolute winner of note, guys. Oh, nothing more to say on it. It's absolutely awesome, absolutely awesome. Let me just check some questions that I can maybe answer on the Goon. Oh, sorry guys. Excuse up our repeat questions. I did have some constructive criticism on one of the last feeds that we had, is that if I'm going to answer a question, I must actually read the question, because some people don't get to watch the live feed. So just excuse me if I am answering questions. Okay, telling you the question and then giving you the answer. How's it, Hugo? Cameron asks, compared to the old Goon, if I had to compare it, it's like driving if I compare to a motor vehicle, it's like driving a 3 Series BMW than jumping in a 7 Series BMW. Yeah, that's the simplest way as I can explain it. The airflow is night and day difference compared to the original Goon. It's night and day difference. Also, yeah, I see that Danny asked a question. I like that it's quiet. It's not noisy at all. You know, but noise-wise, if I had to compare it to a RTA, it's probably got the same noise as a Coiling. So yeah, it's not noisy at all. It's not whistly or anything like that. Yeah, airflow is absolutely phenomenal. Heinrich asked the question, is there a 510 drip tip adapter included? No, there isn't. But I'm assuming that if you have got an old Goon, it will fit in there, because this is a standard size Goon tip that goes in here. Yeah, I would assume that you can do that. Sorry, this thing pops up between questions here. Haha, we want you to go live. We want you to go live. Yeah, he needs to do sub-ohm tank reviews. I can make up. You can use this channel. He needs to do that at home because that's where he loves what he loves vaping on. The ohm of the coils, they came out to exactly 0.11 ohms. Single airflow, I didn't really check that out. Let me just open it up and just check it quickly what the story is with the single airflow, if there actually is. Yeah, there is single airflow setup, and it's obviously got your 3 slots where you just move it over to the 1 slot and then it'll cut off the other 2. So it has got single airflow, which is nice for those people who might want a more of a restrictive withdrawal. It has got that single airflow. Dave, yes, asked the question, would more cotton reduce the airflow? Without a shadow of a doubt, it will do that. And you would lose a little bit of a flavor as well. For drippers, you need air flowing around your coils to get you the good flavor, because it flows all the way around the coils. You know, if you look at, I'll try and find a photograph of it here. Just hold on. Where is that photo? If you see this photo here, let me just use the whiteboard. If your cotton just comes into here and touches the deck over here, okay, and obviously on that side it goes out that side there as well. As soon as you put cotton anywhere going underneath here on your deck, you're reducing your airflow. What you're wanting to be able to achieve with the dripper is that the air to come in from the side, go underneath your coil and come out. Now if you've got cotton at the bottom here, you're going to stop your airflow. You need cotton just to go through and drop down, nothing underneath here. You want no cotton underneath here, so that you can get this airflow flowing underneath the coils and coming up. That's the ideal way to set up a dripper, in my opinion, to give you best flavor and to give you best vapor production out of the dripper. DJ asks, what's the depth of this looks about 6 to 7 mils deep, in my opinion. I obviously haven't measured it, but it looks about 6 to 7 mils deep, the juice well. The price is $9.45. Yeah, I'm always, we got given a black one for me to give away, so that's why I'm using black. I tend to prefer your stainless steel type of colors. The rose gold looks really pretty, I have to say. The rose gold, you know, here's the options that are available there. Obviously the rose gold is this one. You've got your black, your silver, and then your gold. Okay. To me the silver is obviously the nicer one, but then obviously everybody is different. Everybody's different. Let me just remove that there. Yeah. Yeah, you could bump up the wattage to 100 watts. Nobody can vape at 100 watts the whole time, but let me do that if you want me to. Just make sure I got it properly juiced, because there's nothing like giving a dry hit at 100 watts or more to put hair in your chest. Let's pump this puppy up to 100 watts. And we're on 100 watts on the dot. Not a problem. Not a problem whatsoever. Airflow is as smooth as a baby's bum. Just lots of vapor now. Get away, get away, get away. Yeah, I must turn that down. That's 100 watts is too much for me. I'm a 70 watt type of guy. And I'm a round number type of guy. Unlike Hugo, vapes at 39.9 watts. Yeah, let me just check up the. Let me just check if it lines up. It lines up fine. It does line up fine for the single coil. Yeah, it does line up. So you can vape on single coil. Daniel, yes, you can vape on a single coil. The airflow does line up. Yeah, Corbus asked a question. Rewick now based on your wicking tip. Wow, what a difference in flavor. It makes a massive difference in flavor if you don't shove that thing full of cotton. Your cotton must just be able to touch the deck and be able to absorb. If you layer that thing full of cotton, it destroys your flavor. Without a shadow of a doubt, it just destroys it. That's my. Have you noticed how many times I said that? Like a shadow of a doubt. I must stop saying that because I'm advertising the Omni the whole time. Shadow vapor. Yeah, Donnie, you can go 4mm ID. That will just restrict your airflow a little bit more. But yeah, no, 4mm is fine. Eh? Yeah, we get some of these guys that come into the shop and they sit there, you grab their device and they taste this and it's 150 watts. If anybody vapes at 150 watts regularly, I apologize if I say something that might offend you. At 150 watts, you're destroying your juice. You're not even getting the flavor on your juice. You know, your creams, your biscuit notes and bakery notes. At 150 watts, you're just destroying it. You're losing out half of your flavor. The best coils that you can have are coils that you vape at between 60 watts and 80 watts. That's it. Because that temperature or that those coils get to and the power that you're setting those coils doesn't destroy your bakery notes and doesn't destroy your creamy notes. Yeah, but Ziki, you're a small man acting like a big man with that 170 watts. See if the other side opens. Everything lines up perfectly, guys. Yeah, everything lines up perfectly that I can see. Yes, 90 people watching. Holy crap. Thank you guys. It's nice to get that. Yeah, that's blown my bubble here. 90 people watching. That's really good. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Mrs. M. Emil, it comes down to your own personal preference. What coils that are best. Me, I like my flat wires, and I like my staged staggered fused that coil company make. Those are my favorite coils. Ziki, you're not vaping menthol at 170 watts. Stop. I think you're eating something or smoking something that you shouldn't be, but. I'm just testing what he said there. Now I've got it at Dresden, I've got it on single coil mode and it does not do that, but sorry, it doesn't do that. Yeah, I think it would be a really good squonking device as well. so for those guys, if you're going to put the bigger coils on, you're going to need that extra power, like from a drone, the dual battery, you know what I mean, to crank up the wattage so your battery life is sustainable. But I think it will be good on a squonker as well. Not going to try it on the squonker because I've only got the one and I'm too lazy tonight to go and put the BF pin in. But those who do buy them, I'd like some feedback on that. Craig Paul, what's your trade-in price for the old Goon? No, we don't do any trade-ins, guys. That's what WhatsApp's for, that's what Facebook's for. There's all those groups that you can go do that in. I don't know how I'm going to do the competition as yet, so give me some ideas on how you'd like the competition to run. All I know is I'm giving it away tonight. You know, with 93 people subscribing, 100%. 93 people watching, that's awesome. Mark, I don't know if there are heat treated coming, but you know what Hugo's like. He will more than likely have shipped, have some sent off to get heat treated, and then we can put them on the system. We are 94 people now, which is lekker. Obviously, the RC Penguin asks any spitback. Spitback only comes from if you haven't got enough coil, cotton going through your coil. Or there's slight gaps in your coils where the juice is catching, so you're like your spaced Claptons that you're going to get a bit of spitback from. But for coil company coils, I've never had spitback. As long as you're putting enough cotton through, your cotton must just be able to move left and right through there. Yeah, random, I'll keep it simple. Random draw. Yeah, while I'm going here, I'm thinking how I'm going to give it away. Yeah. Randomizer. Just pick you. Ahmed asked, what's the vape? It's a must-have. You know, they've really taken the original Goon and they've improved it. The airflow, as again I say, is phenomenal. It is smooth as a baby's bum, the airflow. You know, for those people who've been vaping as long as I have, you can pick up as soon as that you get a restriction in a vape with your airflow. It doesn't come through nicely, and this, no problem whatsoever. I would say that you might get a bit of restriction if you've got really massive 4.5 mils of coils in here, and if you put too much cotton in here, you might get a bit of restriction. But yeah, I'm not in the coils that I've got in here. Enduro asks the question, what are your thoughts on the Azeroth after using it for a while? It's my bakery tank, I won't lie to you. It's absolutely phenomenal for bakery notes. I've put some juices that was like hiffy about that with bakery, and it just pops those flavors. Really, the bakery flavors just get popped amazingly in. Don't like it for fruits, and it's definitely not a menthol tank. But yeah, the Azeroth is also a really good tank. Hey, we had 95 now. Let's see if we can get to 100. Natsiki. Yeah, they're absolutely amazing. Yeah. No, Grandmaster asked if I'm running single coil. No, I'm running dual aliens in there from Coil Company. It's a pleasure, Eduardo. You know, that's what we're here for, eh? So single 18C5. Donnie, you can put it on a single 18650, but you're not going to be. Your battery life will be absolutely a waste of time, unless you've got like maybe 3.5-4mm ID flat wire. You know, we're coming in at about 0.25 ohms, so your battery life doesn't go. It's still got a nice ramp up. It might be a bit wasted putting it on a single squonker. Yeah. So, yeah, guys. Any more questions on this? As I said, this is not going to be a long one. I was so excited to play with this device. And again, I say to 528, thank you very much for giving us one to give away on the show. That's what we're trying to do with the show, is we're trying to give back to the community. And obviously the more subscribers we can get to our channel, the more we're going to get to give away, and we will give away everything. I want one of these in my own arsenal, but I'm giving it away rather than keeping it for myself. That might be Hugo saying, how do you want to run the competition? So let's just check what he has to say. No, it wasn't him. How are we going to do the competition, guys? Give me some ideas. I've got another goon tip here. Let me just check it up next to this other goon tip. I've got a Hands goon tip here. Nah, same size. Same size as Hands goon tip. That's a goon tip from Hands. Yeah. So it's about 12 mil. It's about 12 millimeter, 12 and 12.2 millimeters. Yeah, so it's a standard goon tip. I thought it looked a little bit bigger. It's a little bit thinner on the outer wall. That's why it looked like that. Emil asked, what's your favorite wire? Nichrome 80 Haywires, 24 gauge, 22 gauge, and now the 20 gauge that we're getting soon. I can't do a randomizer, unfortunately, on the system here, because I need to be able to input all the details here, and I'm not able to do that from this side. So I can't do a random draw. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a random question regarding Survape. The first person to answer that will be the winner. Yeah. Hey, we had 101 people watching, guys, so that's a good sign. Monet asked, when will the new Hands tips arrive? I don't know, Monet. I know that he was almost finished with them, but as soon as we get them, they'll go online. I don't know if we're going to be getting those new Coilings, Troy. Yo, you guys are asking a lot of questions. My God. Yo. Best batteries, it all depends on what mod you're using. If you're using a regulated mod, any LG, Sony, VTC will be fine. If you're using a mech, I'd rather go to something like VTC 4, VTC 5. That would probably be your better bet to do. Obviously, we're having a whole lot of people that extra join now, so I'm just going to run through it again for you guys. Goon 1.5, definitely worth every single solitary cent that you can pay for it. Brilliant airflow, really smooth airflow, a massive amount of vapor production from it, which I knew it was going to have good vapor, but it's a large amount of vapor, and it's really smooth on the inhale. No restriction whatsoever. Can take monster coils. I reckon I could put my 4mm spare set that the old coil company gave me. I reckon I could fit these monster puppies, which I run in an elite, which is a 28.5mm. You can check the size of that. It's a massive coil. I reckon I could fit those in there, and it would be no problems whatsoever. The finish, the work of it is absolutely brilliant. The dome shape is really nice that they put inside there. That helps with the smooth airflow. And all I can say is they've really knocked it out the park with it. If I'm going to put this on my list of drippers, everybody knows from a vapor production perspective, I've got the Elite. I'm actually going to put this up there with the Elite from the vapor production perspective, maybe just slightly below it, but it's not far off. From a flavor perspective, I'm going to put this just behind the Icon, but as a combined unit of flavor and vapor, That's number one without a shadow of a doubt. Number one on my list. If you're combining the vapor and flavor, it's going to be number one. I don't think I've had anything that's given as good amount of vapor and a good amount of flavor from a dripper in a long time. Yeah. Yeah, I've had dinner already. Yeah, that's bloody. Sorry, this camera's really peeing me off at the moment. It just doesn't seem to want, and I can't find one. I looked for one again today. I could not find one. I was prepared to go and leave work to try and find one. I couldn't find one anyway. Yeah, I'm still trying to think how I'm going to give this away. Yeah, Penguin. It's you know, it's the best way to get the word of vaping out is to share it. You know what I mean? I see Mrs. M and some other people are constantly posting in the group here. Tomorrow night, you need to please come and watch our live feed. It's going to be at 8:30. Okay. We are going to be informing you of the biggest South African online competition ever in South Africa, and we're going to be doing it on this channel. I've been able to rope together 14 juice manufacturers, and obviously us being Survape, and we have got just short of 15,000 rands worth of prizes to give away. The competition will run over a couple of weeks, but I'll give you all the rules there. And you're gonna 3 people will win. It's going to be epic of note. I think it's the biggest biggest live online competition available in South Africa. So you must tune in tomorrow night for that. Yeah, our numbers are growing nicely. Okay, let's think of something. Everybody's going to be able to get this. They should be able to have this answer. If you are an avid vapor in South Africa, okay, you should be able to answer this question. Okay, it is a vaping related question, so get your brain in gear. I hope all of you are registered on the E6 SA forum. Okay, are you guys ready for the competition? I'm going to be giving you, and it's the first person that I see on my screen, and I will copy and paste my screen to show you. So make sure your internet is working properly, okay? Because I'm going to answer the question now, okay? And only one person will win. The person will win this exact goon. I will clean it up and get rid of all the juice, and I'll take the cotton out. But I'm going to leave the coils in because that's part of the price. I've only used them while we've been playing now. That's the only time it's been used. And I can promise you I don't have any herpes or anything like that. Okay, so this is the question. Okay, the first person to get the answer correct, I will wait for a while, and then I will copy and paste the entire conversation so you can see who's won it, so I can be fair. Last time we had a bit of an issue with internet. Somebody said that they asked once, I gave them both away, but I only have got one here, so my ruling is the final ruling. I don't care if you've won before or not, you will get the goon, and if you are in Durban, you can come and collect it. If not, we will ship it out to you tomorrow. Okay, everybody ready? I hope everybody's ready. The question is the following: VapeCon 2017 will be on what date? I want to know the date, month that the VapeCon will be South Africa's VapeCon. So let me repeat that. I want the date and the month of VapeCon. What date will that be? Just going to wait a little bit so my internet can refresh. Okay. Just waiting a little bit longer. And this is the way I see it. I'm taking from the top to the bottom and I'm copying it into the timeline there and I'm posting it. The first person to get the question right on my side was Mrs. M. You can see there that Mrs. M, yes, Mrs. M, definitely Mrs. M. 26th of August. Well done, Mrs. M. Congratulations. Guys, I'd just like to say thank you very, very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys again. I'm so glad that we've been able to finally get something from a large distributor. And you know, these things aren't cheap. Please continue to subscribe. Don't forget to be with us tomorrow. For tomorrow nights, I'll be telling you exactly what prizes there are, etc. All the sponsors, how the prizes will work, how the competition will work. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot of information to give. If you want to listen or not listen. Really impressed. Our maximum went up to was 118, which is absolutely awesome that the amount of people were watching. Mind-blowing for me. Thank you very much. From my deepest part of my heart, I really appreciate the fact that you guys will log in and watch. You must also just PM me if you ever need any tutorials done. I have got access to do tutorials in the phone and in the shop now, so I can do them for you, not a problem on wicking or anything like that. I'll answer a couple more questions and I'm going to cut it short at about at an hour. But yeah, congratulations again, Mrs. M. You're becoming a lucky winner, but I think you also deserve it because the amount of hard work that you put in behind the scenes advertising for us, and you know, which we never asked you to do. So really thank you very, very much. I need a sip. I've spoken too much. Let me see who was second. Yo, a lot of yes, how many more? Okay, there. Yeah, Cameron, you were second, but yeah, that wasn't far off. It wasn't far off. Next time, you could be one of the lucky winners for one of the prizes coming up for the competition. Guys, also, just audibly chatting. You know, we do have a Facebook page. We spend a lot of time on social media. Please, there is a review page there. Please, can you drop us a review? Give us some criticism. We don't mind negative criticism, as long as it's constructive. Just if you wouldn't mind popping us a review there. You know, don't necessarily have to write anything, but if you'd like to write something, please write something. That goes a long way in us finding out what we still need to do for you guys. Mohammed, I have done a whole thing on mech safety. If you go look through my other videos, there is a whole lot of things on mech safety. Thanks, Martin. Type are using. I saw that you, Donovan, you put 27. Carl, you might have slow internet, but that's the reason why you might not have tied up on your side. How do I grow a beard that long? You just look after it. And just here's a punt out to them. For those Muslim customers or people with beards, we do have one of our favorite things. We've got a little segment on our side, one of our favorite things, and it's things that Hugo and myself like, and one of them is gun wax. Okay, gun wax is a beard balm. It's the best thing since sliced bread, and this is what I use on my beard. Hugo uses it, and we've got a couple of Muslim customers that use this, Absolutely awesome stuff, guys, if you've got a beard. Yeah, good thing. Anybody in Cape Town that's watching, if there are people in Cape Town, can you tell me, has the storm hit yet? Ishak asked the question, do you find nichrome wire needs to be changed more often? No. I dry burn mine, take the cotton out, dry burn and give it a bit of a wipe down with a little coil coil cleaner, and then I'm 8 foot away, wick it up and I'm gone again. Pleasure, Cameron. Yeah, the name of the company is called Gunwax, Irfan. What I can tell you is the next competition, the big competition that we're having, is everybody's got a chance to win. Okay, it doesn't matter if you've got slow internet, fast internet, or whatever. I've designed it to make it fun for vaping. It's not about Vape. It's not about any of the guys that have donated prizes. It's about growing vaping, and it's a fun thing. So yeah, I'll let that know about that tomorrow. Yeah, I just really hope that Cape Town gets a lot of rain. I know my wife was telling me that they're closing the schools tomorrow because that's how bad this thing's going to be in Cape Town. I just hope they get a lot of rain, and that there's no floods or anything like that, but that they get a lot of rain. I really hope that. Justin, we've got plenty Gunwax in stock, but plenty Gunwax in stock. There's the new one that's also bought out, the clove oil, which is the one I'm using, and it's absolutely divine. Okay guys, I've really gone over the time limit. Once again, thank you very much. I'm hoping that you've subscribed to the channel. Don't forget tomorrow night, guys. You do not want to miss tomorrow night. Okay, yes, I will splash it all over social media. It will be on E6 forum, it will be on our Facebook page, it will be all over Instagram. So if you've not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. If you've not subscribed to our Facebook channel, please do. If you're not subscribed to our Instagram channel, please do. Our Instagram, our Instagram account is SirVape, all one word, ZA. I'll just write that here because you will need Instagram as part of it. It will help you. Okay, that's our handle, SirVape ZA. Please make sure to go and subscribe to our channel on Instagram. It does involve Instagram and it does involve Facebook. So you need those two sources of social media, please. So I'm telling you now so you can get yourself set up for tomorrow, because you need to start doing the competition tomorrow. So I'm not going to allude any more to it. So if you go and get Instagram and go and get Facebook if you haven't got that. Okay guys, I'm going to call it quits. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to 528 Customs for this lovely goon to give away. More to come. Have a lucky night, guys. See you tomorrow. And yeah, thanks again. Cheers, guys.